Hey YouTube, Lupinranger here with my review of the Deluxe Rod Sword from Lupinranger VS Patranger. This is Lupin / Patren X's signature weapon. It has two modes for both versions of himself, being silver and gold. Right now it's in silver mode, but we're going to start with gold because, yes, I'm not going to go over the box other than just having it in the background, and hopefully the camera doesn't try to focus on it. But you can see it's all purty if you're, a box collector. You save the boxes. Thanks, spoiler alert. But anyway, so, whoops, wrong way. So this is its rod mode. This is for the Pat Rangers, and I still have it on the Lupin Rangers one. But basically, you get standard sounds, that's for the Lupin Ranger one. But let's go ahead and do this. So Keisatsu, for the police, same type of deal there. But basically, there's something neat about it is that you change the functions, obviously, by this little knob here. And it switches the insignia, as you just saw. But each one functions differently. So for the Pat Ranger side, basically, it does it on one of those systems where the more you crank it, it does different noises. So the first one here. Get the waiting noise. Just standard there. And then you go 1 for 2. 3. 1, 2, 3. And then for more. Alright, that's pretty much it for the Pat side. Now for Lupin. And then you have to pop this out yourself. That's kind of disappointing. In the show, and this can go further, as you can see. But, it goes out on its own. I was actually kind of hoping it did that. You crank it down, shing, that would have been really cool, just added playability to it. So this one works a bit different. Basically, it's going to count down when you do this, so. And if you stop it at any point, it doesn't matter when you stop it, 3, 2, 1, whatever. If you stop it before it finishes, you don't get any different sounds. Like, I thought that was the way it was going to be because this one's like kind of a cranking, leading up counting system. I thought it was going to be like 3 noise, 2 noise, 1 noise, but no. It just is like, okay, you're going to be impatient? You're going to have to wait. We're going to cut the noise off for you if you push the button at 3. So now let's actually let it play through. Alright, and that's pretty much about it for the noises. As far as aesthetically, you've been seeing it this whole time. It's pretty okay, pretty par for the course. Toku weapon, it's not the size of the show, it's pretty small, but it's definitely not the worst I've seen. It still feels pretty, okay. Like I said, it could be worse. Like, I could cut off right here. It just feels pretty much like most run-of-the-mill. The colors are done pretty well, pretty accurate, not like the most amazing thing I've ever seen, but it stands out okay on the shelf. I think the paint for these looks fine, and I do appreciate that gimmick and stuff. I wish that this sprung forward. As far as the sounds go, there's nothing really too much to write home about. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh my god, it's so robust in sounds. But I do at least appreciate that each one has a different mode of playability. I think that makes it a little fun and unique. I think it could definitely be expanded on more. I think this entire toy has potential for more. As I said, if this popped out, it could even add a little bit. But it's just, as it is, I would say it's very middle of the road. So if you just really want one of these to put on your shelf for your Lupin Ranger display, I think, you'll be okay with it, but it's certainly not an absolute must-have. I think it's one of those items I'd recommend keeping an eye on places like HLJ and Ami Ami, and it'll probably go on sale if you're somewhat interested in it, and then it would be kind of worth it. But like I said, right now it's just middle of the road. Not terrible, but not amazing. Kind of like some of the Lupin X stuff in general, I feel like there's a lot of potential in there. It's just not being fully utilized. Like, I think with some tweaks, a little more sounds, the saber popping out, this could have been a little bit more leaning towards a recommendation. But like I said, right now, for the 15th time, I'm very middle of the road. Anyway, that's about it. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and please climb the steps and ring that bell so you can get all the notifications for my videos. It's Lupinranger, signing out.